Welcome back to another video with me, host Kenny Friesen, and if you guys are new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys aren't new here, I would appreciate it if you did share this video with one of your friends. If you guys like it, then obviously one of your friends must like it. And without further ado, let's get on with today's fanfic, or meme. Have a nice one. I wake up to see Catradora was no longer by my side, but the window was open. She must have left and went back to the horde. I got out of bed and changed into my original clothing. Now for breakfast, where everything awkward starts to happen. I go to the kitchen to find Bo and Glimmer already eating. I sit right in front of them with a pancake on the table. "Morning, Adora," Bo smiles. "Morning." I look at Glimmer as she turned away. "So rough night." Bo looked at me. "Does he know?" "No, why?" "Because you have marks on your neck," he pointed out. "Fucking Catra!" "Oh, I forgot to close my window last night, and some mosquitoes came in," I laughed. He smirks. "Yeah. I want to fucking die right now. Does he know? I'm so scared right now. You know, your room is not soundproof, right?" Bo bites on his pancake. "I want to jump out the window right now." "I know. Why you ask?" I smile with anger. "I'm gonna murder you tonight, Bo." "Why do I ask? I mean, do you really want me to say it?" He wiggled his eyebrows. "No, don't say anything." "Not really. I think I'm good." I bite on my pancake. "But it will get so quiet in here, and I need something to talk about," he bluffs. "Breathe in and out, Adora." "What do you want to talk about, Bo?" I smile. "Catra," he smirks. "What about her? Anything up with you and her lately?" "No," I shake my head. I bite on my food. "You know, I woke up in the middle of the night as I was hearing weird noises coming from your room, and that they were loud, that it went all night," he smiled. I felt my face heating up. "Stupid Bo, stupid Bo, stupid Bo." "I'm done." I see Glimmer get up and leave the table. "How is she doing?" I look at Bo. "You should talk to her. Try to fix things." "I should," I said, getting up from my table. "And we should get you some soundproof walls," he noted after. "Shut up," I blushed. I left as I followed Glimmer. She went into her room. I entered her room, and she turned around to meet me. "Adora! Glimmer, Stop. I don't want to hear it. For some reason, I don't want to hear it or believe it." She looked down. We were there in silence while I was not to say anything. My throat is so sore, as I didn't have the courage to speak. "You played me. That's what you did, trying to use me to cover your feelings for Catra. Don't you know how wrong that is?" I couldn't say anything while just looking at her. "I actually thought you loved me. Like I love you," she cried. "Glimmer." "No, it's my turn to speak, and for you to listen." She looked at me as I saw anger in her heart. "The day we met changed for me. You made everything start, made everything feel right. You brought back the revolution and made me feel like I wasn't useless." I stood there while I was listening to her words. Days passed and I started to feel something different. I haven't felt that way before, but you showed me the feelings love between two people instead of family. I felt whole. I thought, wow, if this is my fate, I'm glad it's going to be with you. Though as each fight passed with the horde, I see how you look at her. I see the glimmer in your eyes as you fight with her, how you two small talk and still make jokes. I was jealous. Jealous that I wasn't the one that knew you as long as she did, the one that didn't grow up with you, but met you after many years. Why couldn't I be like Catra? Why couldn't you look at me the same way as you look at her? What does she have that I don't? But no. When I got what I wanted, everything was still the same. You still saw her and only her. I was never on your minds till now, I suppose, because all I wanted was you, Adora. Was I a cover-up? I felt a pain hit my chest. Those words took me. I clenched my hands as I walked towards her. You were never useless, Glimmer. You helped me see the good side into everything. You made it all shine, but it wasn't the same. While you and Bo took me in, I felt family again. I felt love, but I wasn't missing something, and it wasn't here. I may not look at you the same way as I see Catra, because yes, she has been with me all my life, but I made new memories here, I smiled. Catra is different. She's the missing piece I needed. We were always together, though that doesn't mean that there wasn't room for you, Glimmer. You are my family, and I will always want you by my side. You're always on my mind, don't forget that, I told her. Her eyes went wide as she hugged me. I'm sorry, she cried on my chest. It's okay. You were being honest. I hugged back. As time passed, me and Glimmer were back to our old selves. So you know the Shadow Weaver is here, right? Figures, I bite my apple. So do you need a new room? She looked at me. I choked on my apple as I was coughing nonstop. Sorry, she laughs. I turned to her as I cleaned my mouth. What do you mean? I'm not dumb, Adora. Me and Bo heard it all last night, she groaned. We didn't do it all last night. You people are so dramatic. I have no idea what you're talking about, and I think I'm fine in my room. I crossed my arms. I'm still telling my mom to change your walls, just in case, she smiled at me. Better for me, if you know what I mean. Grabbing an apple as I put it in my mouth. Catra, I turned to see Kyle. What's up? Do you have any orders for me? He stood right. Like what? I put my hand on my hips. Nothing. Sorry to disturb. Hey, Kyle, don't be so down. I nubbed his shoulder. Catra, are you okay? He looked at me. Chewing on my apple. You seem so happy. Did something happen? He looked at me. What? Poof. I'm always like this. I bite my apple. Catra, are you okay? You're getting red, Kyle pointed. I feel fine. I just need some training. I left. I head to the training room. What level do you want? Forced Captain Catra. The highest, I said. I waited as the robot eyes changed. The light in the room went off. Level 5 activated. It changed me as I dodged it. Adora! The robot grabbed a hold of my leg and brought me down. I growled while I got up and faced the robot, taking my claws out. You're gonna pay for that, I snarled. I ran to it as I scratched it. Adora's face was there. I scratched her. My eyes widened as I moved back. She looked at me, touching her chest. She put her head down. Adora, I tilted my head. She charged at me while I tried to dodge each attack. What are you doing? I yelled. She grabbed my leg and pulled me down, then threw me across. Oh, why are you fighting me? I growled, trying to pick myself up. Why, Catra? Because you hurt my friends. She grabbed me by the collar. She raised her arm, bringing me up. You actually think I love you? A horde soldier. I might as well be dead then, she laughed. You're mean. You mean nothing to me. The day we parted was the day we ended. You have the horde, I have the rebellion. Plus, Catra, I think Glimmer is better than you can ever be, she smirked. She brought me closer to her. Stop trying me. And you both know we can never be together. My head down, listening word to word. She punched me as I fell. I coughed, covering my mouth. I looked up to see Adora fading away to see a robot. My anger boiled inside. I got up as I charged at it. Catra, what do you want? I punched it, watching its stubble. I want to stay with you. You are not Adora, I tackled it. I'm sorry for everything. Scratching it with my nails. Shh, it's okay, I'm here. We're both here. She forgives me, I shout. The robot, Adora, got up, pushing me off, kicking me to the ground. What? What are you looking at me like that? A horde soldier? Please, you were one yourself. I got up. I just think you're pretty. Adora sees me differently. I ran at it. Really? She's always has. I punched it. It tried to throw a punch while I dodged it, kicking it on the head, watching it fall down. Adora, stop laughing. She loves me. I kicked it as it moved far from me. Don't go too far. Glimmer? Never heard of her, I smirked. Knocking out the robot, Adora, the lights in the room went back on. I breathed in and out. Training complete, the system said. I left the room to head to Entrapta's. Catra, hi, what do you need, she asked. Just checking, I told her. Well, the portal is very close to being open, she clicked her tongue. What is the portal supposed to do? To destroy the world, to contact the Horde soldiers out in space. Destroy the world, huh? Yeah, I just said that. Did you not hear me? Alright, I left. This time I will win. Though, is it really worth it? You actually think I love you, a Horde soldier. I might as well be dead then, she laughed. Ugh, get out of my head, you're not real. Catra, are you okay? Kyle told me that you've been acting different lately. I see Scorpia coming towards me. I'm fine, I walked past her. Catra, are we friends? Huh? I turned to her. I mean, are we friends? We are Force Captain that talks with each other, I told her. Force Captains, that's it? Yes, I see. I start to walk away, trying not to look back. I just wish you could talk to me more, you know. Tell me about your problems so I can help, she said. I stopped in my tracks. I have to go back to work, I said. I walked to my room. I'm going to sleep, I yawned. I changed my clothes as I saw from the window of my door cattle heading to bed. Guess I'm on time, I yawned. I laid on my bed, putting the covers over me. I put my head on the pillow as my eyes started to close. We are not over. I wake up as I need to move my legs. I feel warm. I look to see an arm around me. I turn my head to see Adora. What? What is she doing here? Adora was awake and in her uniform. Hi, she smirked. What are you doing here? Are you crazy? I whispered. For you? Yes, she whispered back. I blushed at her comment. There are guards everywhere. You will get caught, I said. I know the secret underground pathways to this place. I think I'm good, she winked. Why are you here anyways? I looked down. You mean nothing to me. The day we parted was the day we ended. That wasn't her. I missed you. I haven't seen you all day, so why wouldn't I? She put her finger on my chin, bringing my head up. Aw, you missed me? See, I knew you loved me. You know I do, she rolled her eyes. She moved in closer, thinking she was gonna kiss me, but pulled me into a hug. You seem tense and stressed. Just relax. She buried her head into my neck. My eyes widened till I hugged her back, shoving my head into her neck. You are too much, I tell her. And you drive me crazy, she laughed. You have no idea, I laughed back. We lay on the bed as Adora is behind me, pulling me closer. Catra? Yeah? How do I look at you? I face her to see her looking at me. Jeez. Cheesy love eyes, I laugh. She laughed, putting me in her embracement. They say I see you different than other people. That's a good thing, because that means I'm in your eyes and your eyes only. Catra, do you trust me? For all my life I have trusted you. Though she lost it, I thought she would never earn it back. I guess that was all a lie. That I've always trusted her even when we weren't together. Yes, I snuggled my head into her warmness. I guess I got it back, and I don't want to betray you for this. What is it? I look up. Glimmer and me had a fight, but things are kind of resolved, she said. Just by the sound of Glimmer coming from her mouth stings me. It disgusts me. What was it about? I snarled softly, hoping she didn't notice. You, she kinda said. Why do I see her differently? As she said that, it brought me back to the memory of Shadow Weaver. I kinda know where she's coming from. Well, you did tell her you were gonna give a chance, then turned your back on it, Catra. Glimmer loves you and you hurt her. I look up. I didn't mean to, she sighed. I see her eyes, how she looks at you, I mumbled. How did you know? I said as I was going to give her a chance. I was kinda in the wall of your room. Let me guess, the one next to the bathroom. Yeah. She put her hand on my chest and she pulled me closer. I'm sorry you had to see that. She looked at me. Sorry? She pulled me into a kiss as I melted into it, cupping her face. Purrs escaped my mouth. She giggled. Adora, I swear. Sorry, but it's too cute, she laughed. You're too cute, I smiled at her. Why you? She stopped. I laughed at her reaction. You should get some sleep, Catra, she told me. Don't forget about yourself. Yeah, but you need it. There you again. Try to help me. I don't need your help. I'll go to sleep if I want to go to sleep, I snapped. All right. She smiled at me. I looked at her confused. She kissed my cheek. Good night, kitten, she said, closing her eyes. She smiled. I rest on her chest. Night, Adora, I softly said, closing my eyes in her embracement.